Hey everyone, Pat Mayo back with some more fantasy spin on baseball's biggest offseason moves. Today, pitchers, starting. More often than not, inking a big contract inflates the fantasy value of any player by a round or two. But it's gone the other way for ZACK, which is pretty strange, considering he'll now get half his starts at Dodger Stadium and get to feast on NL West hitters. But I see where the worry comes from. After getting shipped from Milwaukee to Anaheim last season, GREINKE simply didn't look like the same pitcher. Mainly because he started pitching up in the zone, the diametric opposite of his Brewers game plan, and it showed on the stat sheet. His ERA and walks went up, while his strikeouts took a massive nosedive. But that's all relative. His AL numbers seem weak, but we're just judging GREINKE against himself. On the whole, they were still very good. It's unlikely he'll ever approach his otherworldly 2008 campaign, but he'll linger on the edges of the elite back in the National League. But he's not being drafted that way. Right now, he's going a full round after Chris Medlin. That's way too low. So until his draft stock starts to climb, GREINKE's shaping up to be one of the year's best values. Poor Dan Haren. After 6 straight consistent seasons of top-tier fantasy production, he has one bout of back stiffness, and he's off everyone's radar. Now, I understand it's not just that. His fastball velocity is down over 3 miles per hour since 2007. His strand rate has dropped each of the last 4 seasons, and he allowed more home runs per start in 2012 than any other year of his career. Not good. But you have to wonder, how much of Haren's struggles had to do with the injury? He clearly pitched through it most of the season, and the rest of his numbers were right in line with his career totals. And his 1-year deal with the Nats indicates he's going to use 2013 as a showcase for a juicier, long-term contract next winter, which makes sense. He's entered a low-pressure situation in Washington, pitching in a friendly ballpark, and comes with little to no fantasy risk. Haren's currently the 33rd starter coming off the board, and we know he has top 10 upside. Sounds like a pretty good gamble to me. And that's just a small sample of the MLB offseason. For more coverage, make sure to check out RotoExperts Fantasy Baseball Draft Kit. Complete rankings, sleepers, busts, prospects to watch, and every other tool to give you a leg up on the competition. So sign up today. Until next time, I'm Pat Mayo.